Hi, I welcome you once more again to my channel. Today we are going to look at how we can able to create assignment and we can able to create a quizzes and able to also see the results of the assignment that we have been created in IXL. IXL, even if you don't have account, you can just type www.ixl.com and you can practice 10 question free. Most of the schools have already purchased it. If you work in one of the schools, then I'm going to show you all that you need for you to make very productive. So you go to my IXL and you can see your dashboard and you can see your roster engagement too. And then the quizzes, this is a new stuff that they have brought, and then the other resources here. Another new thing that they have introduced is the writing part, which you see the pen over here. You just click it so the student can work it out, showing all his work. So here is about density. I say density is what? Mass over volume. Then it can work it out. Right? This is a highlighter, so you can highlight the information that you need. Student can do that. This is what they're looking for. Then you pick your pen. And here the mass has been given as 230 and the volume have been given as 250. And then you work it out, get your answer. And then the student can also highlight this. They have to leave your answer in the 100th place, which is 2 decimal place. So it's already in 2 decimal place. Whenever you want to move it away, you do that. And then here, student just type the answer and everything worked beautifully. So once you go to the next question, the pen goes away. If you need it, then you pick it back again. That's a very nice tool that they have introduced. This is one of the new, the writing part and how to create quizzes. When you want to assign a work to your students, you just go to learning. They have math, they have language arts, science, social studies, and Spanish. Since I'm a math teacher, let me go here. And they have pre-K all the way to calculus. Sometimes you have to go around to look at the topic, especially if you're teaching, say, statistics. It's nowhere here, but it's amount as you go through algebra 2, and other stuff you can able to say. We go to algebra 2. If I want to assign work to my student, all that you have to do is you just pick the topic that you want to assign. Quadratic functions is here. Here, in case you want to assign solving quadratic equation using the square root, you just put it at this star over here. Your class will pop up. So you click whichever class that you want to give it to them, click it. Then when the student log in, they can able to see that assignment. If you did it by mistake, you just click it, it goes away. Let's go back here. Just put it at the topic. You see the skills. The skills is here. They have 4 levels. So IXL is a very good tool to differentiate. As the student work on it and is getting the answers right, they keep on increasing the levels. They have 4 levels. If as a teacher you want to assign to student and you want them to just start at level 2, just hovering around and then bring it to level 2, and then you click it so that when the students start working it will take them up to level 2. That's another 2 right there. And after you assign it to them and you want to see how many people have able to completed the work and you want to see their skills level, you see this bar here. This is a result. This is an analysis. Click, and as you click over there, then you scroll down and you see this is the number of students who did it and they mastered it. That means that topic they got every in and out of it. And then you see the kind of question that they were asked: level 3, level 2, and then you keep on going. And here too are the students. Here they did it, but if we see that they were at that level 1, they were able to answer level 1 question. So here below here is those students that you have assigned to them but they haven't done it. Another tool that they have also that's good is the quizzes. So you go here and then you go to quizzes. And the quizzes, as for that one, you can able to select your own questions. I have already grabbed some of the questions over here. So let's look at some. So these are the questions. When you're selecting the question, you can change. This is level 3. So I wanted to see the level 3. If I want level 2 question, I could say level 2. And then it will change the question for me, and that is level 2 question. And so this is a very good tool whereby you don't want to bombard your student by just throwing them into the ISL. You can use a quiz. You have handpicked the questions and then you can assign it to the student for them to do it. Though it's under the quiz level, but you can call it a practice and then you publish it and then you have handpicked the questions for a particular skills that you want them to practice. So here, level 2, level 1, some of them level 1, level 1, level 1. And if you want to change it, you review and you publish the questions. If the questions are okay with you, bring all the levels, different levels. Then after the student answer, you see those who got level 1 questions right, level 3, level 4, and so forth and so forth. After you have assigned it to the students, when the students log in, it's not going to just give it to them right away. They have to go somewhere. So the process is that when the student log in, they have to go to learning and then have to go to the recommendations. And then under the recommendation wall, they will see a star, which is the skills. Then they click and they can see all the assignment that other teachers have and you have assigned it to them, and then they will click it. That is also a right way. Or if you want to make it easy peasy, all that you have to do, whatever skills that you want them to do, quadratic discriminant, all that I have to do, you copy and then you create a QR code and then you give it to them so they scan it and then they can able to do it. Or you copy the link and then you put it in the Google Classroom, so immediately they click it. It takes them right away to that discriminant so that they don't need to go through the process, because most of the time they go to the learning, go to recommendation wall. A lot of assignments have been populated over there and they become a little frustrated and they become a little tedious for them. So just go to the topic, click the link, put in a Google Classroom, they click it, they get it, or create a QR code. All right. One thing too that you can also do is everybody need a feedback. I mean, student, they want, even you as a teacher or another, when they give you a certificate, you're so excited to get that certificate. So you can also print the certificate for the students and they will be so happy. You go to learning, you go to the certificate center. And then when you come here, you see a lot of certificate here. So one of the certificates, you can click that one. And then you see that this is you, the teacher, your name is over here. Okay, that's fine. So that your student have done something. But you want the individual student. So what you have to do is that you have to, when you go to the entire roster, just drop it down and go to students. So once you go to the student, you click the student and then you also go to all students. Now, this time around, it will bring the student certificates. So you can see that you click, this one is for a particular student, and you print it and you give it to them. They will be so excited and they will always be happy to jump into the ISL to do more and more. The last thing that we want to talk about is if you want to use the ISL to help your student practice for SAT, to practice for the MAP exams. This is opportunity. You go to learning and then you go to ISL plans and then it takes you all the way. Look at all these things, some of the topics, but let's go to the SATs and SAT MAP. All of them is here. So especially if you're going to the map, you go over here and then you click the level, the type of map exams that you want to practice. Let's go here, 6 plus, which is for the 9 graders and 10 graders. You come over here and you're going to create a plan for them. Come over here and you have to pick the names one by one and put the RIT scores for math over there, and then the various components, which is the operations, the real number, geometry, and statistics and probability, their scores, and then you go ahead and create so that the system will set up questions that they need to do in order for them to grow for their next map assessment. Maybe 221, and then after that you create. Okay, so if you know all their math scores, their reading scores, their language scores, then you can able to put it here. But if like your subject teacher, all that you have is the math score, you just put it here, click it, and then it will create a plan. And when they go over there, they can able to practice, help them to improve on their. All right, thank you very much for tuning in to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.